Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I just wanted to, talk a little bit. I'm still kind of trying to find my video style, what it is that I really want to do in this space. So we're just gonna try to do things that I think sound interesting. And for this video, it's kind of a discussion. So if you want to slap this on another monitor while you grind or just, hang out, that's totally cool with me. So, but today's topic, I just wanted to talk about the Legion Champion, or in KMS better known as the Union Champion, that should be coming to GMS, I believe. Is it this summer, right? For us? Well, I just wanted to talk a little bit about it, give my thoughts. It's been a common discussion within my guild to talk about Legion Champion. It's probably for a lot of people, and there's probably people that are in mid-game, early game, that are even talking about this, not just the late game players. So I wanted to kind of give my thoughts on it in terms of how you should tackle this type of system, how you should prioritize it, what you should think about it, or how you should think about it, things like that. It's not going to be a guide necessarily on how to min-max efficiency do this. I just really wanted to put my thoughts out there and kind of share with others to see if anyone, feels the same, or if maybe this kind of comes off as some reflective advice for someone. So first, let's jump right into what the Union Champion, aka Legion Champion, is for us. So coming down here, I am on Orange Mushroom, so thanks Max for the translations. So let's just briefly go over again what Union Champion is before I talk about it a little bit more, in case you're like a newer player. Feel free to skip ahead of the video if you don't want to hear any of this stuff. All right, so a Union Champion is a system where you can designate some of your characters within the world as champions. Based on the growth level of each champion character, all your champion character stats will be increased. Keep in mind that this note here, based on the growth level, we're going to go into that. That's pretty important. The system is very heavily based around this growth level that it's talking about here. If your Union rank has reached Grandmaster Union 1 or higher, which is AK Legion, and you have a level 260 or higher character within the world, you can talk to the Dragon Hunter to accept the Union Champion Path quest and start the system. You can register characters in champion slots. Additional slots will be unlocked based on your registered character's champion ranks. This is where growth plays in. You'll initially be given 2 slots, so a main character and a second main. 1 additional slot will be unlocked every time all registered champions reach A rank or higher. We're going to go into how they get to A rank. Up to 3 champion slots can be unlocked at a time, so there's 3. If you want to remove a champion, you must pay 1 bill Mesos fee. This I'm not really too worried about. Once a slot is unlocked, it will stay unlocked even if another condition is changed. You cannot register multiple characters with the same job as champion. So this is actually really important. I kind of almost forgot about this. But that's actually okay. That's fine. A character registered as a champion cannot be deleted, and a character registered as champion cannot open job advancement to a different job. That is also fine. So here is the qualifications, what it takes to rank up. So when a champion is registered, they'll be assigned the C rank. You can accept champion evaluations through the Royal Knight Sir Hamsalot, and you can increase your rank by completing champion evaluations. The details are as follows. So what really matters here is A rank. A rank is going to give you another slot. Now, I might be mistaken, so please correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they said in the KMS showcase they were going to expand. Yeah, okay, so they're going to expand this, but it's currently only at 3. So you can only have basically 3 quote-unquote main characters in a way for your Legion champion. In the future, they're going to release more. I don't think they gave a timeline on it. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's been a while since I've seen the live stream, but I don't think they were going to add anytime soon. It's going to be a while, so it might be like a good 6 months to a year or even longer before we see that. That's pretty important to note as well. But okay, so back down to the qualifications. So in order to unlock more slots, the main objective that you really have to accomplish here is defeating V-Hilla in 20 minutes solo on hard. So Jin-Hilla is V-Hilla for Varus-Hilla for GMS, and then Solo Su is hard Lotus, but this doesn't matter because, I mean, it does, but if you want basically the main system to be unlocked, which is more champions, you have to basically do Vihilo, which means you're gonna not need just a C10 meal, but like a full C10 meal, solo meal. And you have to do that within the 20 minutes. So this system's pretty cool because this basically gives you really strong benefits and incentives for playing alt characters. I'm a person who absolutely loves playing alts. I'm ecstatic about it. I play them quite frequently in Maple, actually, and I'm looking forward to building more second mains. And the game is going in a direction that's designed for second mains. I mean, soon in GMS, we'll have the update where we can do the Soul Erdo daily on more than one character. We can do the epic dungeon once a week on one more character. So the game really is kind of incentivizing the dual main play rather than just expanding on more difficult content. For some people, I can understand. I do want to say that I reconcile with you, or I understand how you feel, how overwhelmed you are, and how kind of, you know, nervous you are about feeling not just overwhelmed, but what's the right word for it? Burnt out, I guess, is the right way to say it. You're concerned probably, or not probably, for sure, you're concerned about burning out to try to catch up with the meta. Well, I hope that in some way maybe my words can ease you today, because I just want to say, try to take it with a different approach. Now, yes, the stuff is probably mandatory for Reboot, and hopefully Reboot receives some changes in the future that, you know, benefit the server in terms of damage. You know, things such as like Ericlo and Ducky have mentioned already are really great points about Reboot, and misusing as well. So I don't want to jump too far into that. So hopefully, you know, those things come along for us. But I would like to say, you know, just try to take it as a slower approach. Try to enjoy being able to play more than one character at a higher level, getting more rewards, and then being rewarded for it. So if you're really into Legion, you're being rewarded for playing Legion at a higher level on multiple characters, which is pretty awesome. And I think it's cool, and it's something that should be celebrated a little bit more. Again, I do see where the FOMO and the stress and the burnout comes from, but I think a lot of that has to be your own mentality as well. You need to really kind of go into the system, sort of put boundaries on it, and go into it with goals and realistic expectations. You know, if you're a daily story player, or more of a little bit more on the casual side, right? You're not super endgame, you're not doing like limbo and things like that, or pushing for limbo, etc., or hard calling. My recommendation to you is just take it one character at a time. Pick a character that you absolutely love, no matter what type of character it is, and just fully fund them, build them to the highest of their ability, and focus on one at a time is all it takes, right? And then over time, everything will build up. It'll snowball, just like Legion. Remember when we got into Maple for the first time and Legion used to be a big chore and it was terrifying? This is kind of like that. This is Legion 2.0, basically. This is an expansion to Legion and how the Legion grind works. Because for a while, we haven't really had a Legion grind with the way that they've changed the game and all the new systems and things like that. So this is the new Legion. I think it's a pretty cool system overall. Now, I'll definitely have different thoughts about it when I get my hands on the system itself. It's, to me, as a player, it's always one thing to read off of Orange Mushroom, and it's another to actually experience it. For whatever reason, it always feels different when we experience it. So, you know, maybe my opinions will change and I'll say this system sucks and I'll be really frustrated by it. But for the time being, I think it's pretty cool. I'm really happy to see, you know, the expansion on Legion characters and the Legion raid and everything like that. So I do look forward to covering this more later. And again, I hope that maybe this kind of helped your opinion or your thought process going into the Legion Champion and how to better take it on. Because it can feel like, you know, a burden or a chore, just too much. It's a lot to going on, but, you know, just take it one character at a time, and, you know, you'll get through it and you'll be able to build your account and it'll get stronger. So that's basically that. And the next part that I really wanted to go into was how much should you be investing or prioritizing in the Legion Champion, depending where you're at in the game. So for my mid-game players that just reach 8K, I do want to say that I do not think that Legion Champion is a system that you should be prioritizing unless you have a main that is already far progressed, such as maxed out V Matrix for 5th job, and you've already started developing fragments into 6th job. You should be doing being able to solo all of your C10 bosses, in my opinion, for your chance at pitched every single week. That's extremely important, and I think that is the priority of the account for a main character. You should be focusing on that first, so you shouldn't be really putting the resources into a second main if your first main can't clear solo C10 personally. It's okay to duo, especially if you're pre-libbed, you're not libbed yet, it's more understandable, but you want to get to that point where you're able to secure your pitched every week, or your chance at pitched, basically. After that, then I would start focusing on one character, going ham, and then going ham on the next, because you're not going to be able to unlock more Legion champion slots until said character is fully juiced to kill Vihilla. So after your main, just full send a second character, take advantage of those dailies that can be done twice, such as the Soul Urda and then the weekly epic high mountain thingy, dungeon or whatever. Take advantage of that. And again, just want to reiterate, I don't really think you should be prioritizing a focus or rush unless you're in that, later game stage with farming your pitch and you're just kind of in the waiting room, right? You farm daily, maybe you do a WAP a day, things like that. For endgame players, you probably already know what to do, but, kind of very similar advice. Just focus on the one character at a time, burn through the next one, just keep cycling. My biggest advice is to play what you find fun. If you want to prevent burning out, that's probably the best way to do it. But yeah, so closing thoughts, I think this is a pretty cool system. I can't wait to review it once we get it in GMS. I'll make an updated video on my thoughts with it and maybe some more advice. But yeah, if you have any questions regarding this, please let me know in the description below. And if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like, share it with a friend, and catch you guys in the next one. Peace.